always going to start with a blank canvas. We've got the Loopmasters Submotion Orchestra sample pack, which we're going to use as a starting block. So we're going to set up a count in so that when we're recording, we've got like a bars count in before we start. And set our tempo to...
Should we do 140?
Let's do 140 because dubstep. Sort of load up a kick, a snare, a hi-hat and a bit of percussion. Let's get your beard hair out of there. Each of the... That's quite nice. I'm gonna check it on headphones. Let's start with that one. Should we do a snare as well? Let's do that one. Get some hats in there. We've got our kick, our snare and hat. Maybe we could get a little loop to replicate. And select the loop on one shot so it'll play all the way to the end. And then we can just filter it out so it's just the top end of it. So we had put a high pass filter on this drum loop. Another thing that we could do instead is resample it through the Dave Smith filters. If we take the effects off, if I mute these four, use a blank track, set the source to resample, and we're gonna play the beat. I think probably about there. What we can do is set the record length to 4 bars, which is the length of the sample. Threshold to start recording when the beat starts. If we press play, and another cool thing we can do is add what's called a ducker, which is essentially like sort of sidechain compression. We select the source. Now I want to duck it every time there's a kick drum. So track 1 is the kick drum, and you can set your sort of curve and how long before it comes back. Now we should have, if we pull that down, so what we've got is a kick, snare, sort of rim shot of a snare, a hi-hat. Let's put in a shaker loop. So, as well as a general beat that we used as a template and then high passed it, which just sort of has like ride cymbals, and we sort of copied that.
Sure, turn that off. So we're now going to pick some sort of keys, some harmony.
Should we use a loop and then we can just chop it up?
Bit of Rhodes.
Bit of Rhodes. Nice. We could use something like that. Or we've got one of the ones.
Something with it. That's nice.
That'll be Taz Modi playing some nice Rhodes, which we can butcher. That's that bit. What we can do is move some of these. Set, slice. It's a bit. So we're now going to be loading up a bass sound. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Like you, never be. Read your mind. Let's go for that.
Read your mind. Basically, Ruby just sort of freestyled some vocals for the Loop Masters pack.
This is what she said.
This is what she said. That's quite nice. So we could just take that, set a little envelope. That's a bit of delay on it. Let's try something else. Maybe there. Pretty cool.
Right, Dom. It's time for some flugelhorn.
All right.
So a flugelhorn is a much more chilled out trumpet. I'm gonna blow the mic and it's gonna pick it up. It's going through a few pedals and then we're putting it straight into the TORAIZ.
Into the little line in mono input. In order to do live sampling, you basically hold shift and press track and select an empty pad. You can set your record length up to 32 beats.
Let's try it.
Okay. So after this, 4 bars. 2, 3, 4. Next one. The moment we're taking up 3 pads with this harmony phrase, what I want to do is sort of collapse them down onto one pad. So that's now on this pad here. We can maybe just add a bit of effects onto this one. So we've got our MIDI channel to the AS1, and then we need another channel to hear it back through the line in. So we set up a through, and that way when we go back to the MIDI channel, you can hear it. So at the moment it's quite low pass, but as we increase the envelope amount, and I've set it to a slower attack, so. This is now the full beat that we made, the main loop after everything's been in.